An old friend returning to the Coastal Bend just ahead on KRIS 6 News after weeks of drought discussions and fire danger. Rain is on the horizon. When's it coming and how much will we get? Plus, toting guns instead of shopping bags at La Palmera Mall. We have details on a fight between police and two teenagers who were packing heat. KRIS 6 News at 5 starts now. And we thank you for joining us. I'm Andy Lascano. We begin with an update on Choke Canyon, one of the area's main water reservoirs. According to park officials, this body of water is showing the effects of a prolonged drought, as you can see right there on that video. One boat ramp still open, but the floating dock next to it has become, well, it's become stranded on the rocks. Big boats can't access the water anymore due to the low water levels.
When I started out here 3.5 years ago, the water was right at the bottom of these rocks here on the rock jetty here.
It continues to review its drought contingency plan. Even with rain on the way, experts say it'll take consistent storms to make a lasting impact. Now, along with Choke Canyon, our other reservoirs are desperate for rainfall as well. As of today, Lake Corpus Christi is at 20.9% capacity, but that's a far cry from a year ago when it measured at 44.8. Lake Texana, nearly full, 99% a year ago. Now, 65% capacity. For more on our water crisis, we welcome in a special guest. Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber joins us now. She's a staple on our Sunrise show. As you all know, we're happy to have you with us today. And
thank you.
What's it looking like out there?
Well, burn the midnight oil here for me, but it's nice to actually be able to see some of these numbers in real time because they're not looking too good. Quite honestly, they're not great. We have seen our lake levels fall and fall and fall, and we haven't had any measurable rain for the month of March, so it hasn't made things easy either. So let's give you the wide view of what's going on with our lake levels. As we mentioned there, Lake Corpus Christi now down to 20.9%, but you know, Choke Canyon 15.2%. These are historic lows for both bodies of water since they have been in creation. Of course, Choke Canyon came along in the 80s, but this is the lowest it's been. I drove by Lake Texana a couple weeks ago, and 65% seems generous, but it really does not look good when you drive by there. So thankfully, there is some rain in the forecast. Now, it's not going to fix all of our problems, but it is going to be a very welcome sight here in the Coastal Bend, and it does help in a small way. I'll explain coming up in your full forecast, but what's going on right now? No rain, lots of sunshine finally after those clouds parted, and that helped us warm up to the middle 80s before we kind of went on this downward trend now with our temperatures. So here's how things stand right now in your neighborhood. We're looking at some very warm temps, even still 87 in Beeville and the 70s for some coastal neighborhoods. I'll show you what's next ahead.
Stuff, we'll look forward to it. Turn out the lights. The spring break party is over. Beaches and local hubs were packed with visitors the past couple of weeks. Well, that put extra work on local police. So neighborhood news reporter Aaron Hawley caught up with Port Aransas Police Chief James Stokes to talk about some of the crime trends during spring break.
So the Port Aransas Police Department made around 115 arrests over the entire 2-week spring break period. And then 186 people were arrested, counting the 115 when you put in DPS, Parks and Wildlife, and some of our other partners that came out and helped us.
Chief Stokes also says the most common offenses were underage drinking, public intoxication, and arrests for drug charges. Well, step by step, the Bob Hall Pier rebuild project continues moving forward. Work crews have begun installation of water and sewer lines for the pier. That means access to the beach around Bob Hall Pier will be restricted all of next week. Construction of the new pier expected to be wrapped up by the end of the year or early next year. It's been 7 months since demolition began on Sunrise Mall, and now developers have run into a kind of a small speed bump. The development company is asking the city to rezone the area to allow for the redevelopment of the land where the once sprawling mall stood. According to sketches of the planned development, the new space will include a hotel, convention center, and a 4-story apartment building. The plans to rezone will be presented to council on May 13th. 2 teenagers caused a tense scene on Saturday after walking around La Palmera Mall with guns instead of shopping bags. A couple of off-duty officers who were working security spotted the two guys coming out of a department store. Officers tried to arrest one of them who was hiding a gun. Police say he resisted and actually assaulted one of the officers when they tried to arrest him. The other suspect, a 14-year-old, was arrested for carrying a gun and resisting arrest as well. City of Corpus Christi's veterinarian has resigned. Now, this comes just days after Animal Care Services Director Kathleen Chapa's voluntary demotion. Dr. Melissa Draper, who's been in the position for 12 years, is stepping down. Chris 6 News reached out to the city to ask how this change will impact Animal Care Services operations. City's response? Melissa Draper has resigned from the City of Corpus Christi. City's unable to comment further on this personnel matter. In San Antonio, a roadside memorial honoring the 53 migrants who died in a shipping container was vandalized over the weekend. Since 2022, when the tragedy happened, the memorial has been maintained by Angelina Olvera. Well, she arrived on Saturday and found crosses and other tributes destroyed. It's been classified as a hate crime. San Antonio Police Department said the suspects responsible will be charged with criminal mischief and a fine of anywhere from $25,000 to $30,000. Meanwhile, in Austin, the Texas Senate has made progress this week, passing more than half of its top 40 priorities. These include educational measures like school choice and increasing teacher pay. Others include the homestead exemption or banning THC. More controversial proposals relating to tax cuts or social programs are being debated by lawmakers in the coming weeks. Well, from the Harbor Bridge to Bob Hall Pier, changes coming to your neighborhood that you need to know about. We're going to give you the details when we come back. Well, a stretch of US 181 by North Beach is going to be closed overnight this week as part of the Harbor Bridge project. The southbound will be limited to one lane from Beach Avenue to Burleson Street. The closure will go from 9 at night till 6 in the morning. It begins tonight, lasts until Friday, and the city's urging drivers to be prepared for slow traffic and be aware in work zones. Also, another project you need to know about in your neighborhood, the intersection of Nueces Bay Boulevard and Buddy Lawrence Drive closed. The intersection at Nueces Bay and Antelope Street is open during this time to help with traffic, but the closures of the northbound lanes of Nueces Bay Boulevard from Leopard to West Broadway will remain in effect. This closure is also expected to last until March 28th.
Shopping around for a car this spring? Well, while you're at it, you may also want to shop around for the best trade-in price on your current car. And while a dealer may be convenient, it's not your only option these days.
Anthony Mazzaro is spending more and more time on car maintenance.
Where you do reach a point where there's so many miles on the car that you have to fix something new every couple of months.
At that point, he usually heads to a dealership.
If I really know I want to buy new from a dealer, I'm probably more focused on the trade-in.
But is that your best option? IC Cars executive analyst Carl Brower says trading in your vehicle at the dealership is the most convenient. However,
if you were to ask me what's the least amount of money I could get for my car, I would say take it to a dealer and accept their first offer.
Selling a vehicle on your own could mean more money in your pocket, if you don't mind the work.
Taking all the photos, setting everything up to advertise the vehicle, and then dealing with potential buyers.
Other options include auction websites or online selling platforms like CarMax or Carvana. It's also good advice to refer to an online appraisal tool like IC Cars, Edmunds, or Kelley Blue Book for an estimated value.
My understanding is that because Carvana does have lower overhead, they often can buy the car from you for maybe a slightly higher price than a dealer would.
Brower suggests you get multiple quotes before finalizing a deal, clean your car to make it more appealing, and consider minor repairs for a better return. If the convenience of a dealer is too good to pass up, then negotiate.
It always comes down to the price they're willing to pay.
So if you don't have a friend to buy your car, which Jerry Howard prefers,
neighborhood or a friend or something for keeping in the circle.
Try to get a few different offers so you don't waste your money. John Mattery, Scripps News Group.
Hey, we're going to look on how those roadways are doing. A couple of things to tell you about before you hit the road. But first, let's give you a view outside and show you how traffic is doing on those roadways. We'll give you an outside view right now of SPID. A lot of cars out there, but at least we're moving. That flow is flowing, but there are some slowdowns to tell you about. SPID is looking good, though, for the most part, despite all the congestion out there. So let's go to a few things to know before you hit the road. We've got a busy commute this evening. We're slow at that interchange between the Crosstown Expressway and 37. But for tomorrow morning, if you take 181 southbound, you want to know about those lane closures we just told you about. That'll be, again, from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. And we're also expecting some fog tomorrow morning. Patchy but dense. It'll be worse than this morning. So what else is in the forecast? I'll fill you in when we come back. Hey there, good afternoon. We are looking at some welcome changes coming to the forecast this week. In fact, we're celebrating the return of humidity because it'll translate to some rain for us later this week, something we have not seen in a measurable way during the month of March. So if nothing else, it'll be a welcome sight. But we need water in the air first. Our wind kind of helping us do that. We don't see a whole lot of wind right now, but it's the wind direction that is most important here. So in general, we've got a south or southeast wind here across the coastal bend, and some places where we have a lighter wind. It's a light and variable wind direction, but southeast winds, those are onshore, and we'll see those just about every day this week. In fact, we've had them over the weekend too, so if you've noticed it's a little more icky outside, air you can wear, get used to it. It's a trend we'll have each of the next couple of days. But we're also looking at our dew point temperatures. Not so much a temperature, but a measure of how much water is sitting in the air around us. And so on our scale right here, we're feeling pretty muggy, nearly that oppressive humidity that we tend to see over the next couple of months. You know, summer, we just got into spring. So yes, this is a good sign because we're getting some water back in the air around us. We need water to make clouds. We need clouds to make rain, and we need a lot of rain. So that'll be a welcome trend, but it is making it feel a little hotter than it already is outside, and our temperatures are warmer than they'd normally be for this time of the year. So in your neighborhood, that looks like 90 right now in George West. Looks like just shy of 90 for our neighbors out in Freer. 85 right now in Kingsville, as well as in Ingleside and along the coast. That's where we've got those cooler temps in the 70s right now. But we could take a closer look at what's happening in your neighborhood thanks to the Chris 6 Neighborhood Weather Network, brought to us by Tempest. So here's how things are looking on the south side. Our neighbors here, not quite as warm as other places, but we're in the neighborhood of 80 degrees here, give or take a little bit. It's a little bit cooler off San Benito Drive at 78 degrees, reporting 83 off Wind Willow Drive, 80 off Bent Trail Drive, and way out across the Oso Creek, 81 degrees being reported from that station at our neighbor's place off Southampton Drive. So over the next couple of days, that southeast wind direction, again, going to be very important. Don't expect anything very windy out of our weather situation here, but again, we're focusing on the direction because that is what helps to bring water back into the air around us. So when we're more humid, we won't see huge changes between the morning low temperatures in the afternoon high temperature. So it's kind of a wash, rinse, repeat pattern for us. And while we saw fog this morning, I think we're going to see more of it tomorrow morning. Check out how the rest of our evening goes. Temperatures slowly making their way back down to the middle 60s, and that's where that fog starts to move in from the coast. So it might be a little tricky for the early morning commute tomorrow. Give yourself some extra time. Plan ahead, set the alarm a few minutes early to account for that. But what is causing all of this? The big weather picture isn't as simple as it may seem. This cold front that's right off our coast, that's what brought storms. I know you saw that huge hail in Kerrville on social media. Yeah, that's the one that did it. It fizzled out by the time it got here, but now it's going to move back and draw in warm, moist air from the Gulf. So Muggy Meter is going to be busy over the next couple of days. We're not going to see a drop until our next cold front comes through, and that's because that cold front will wring the water out of the atmosphere and actually bring us some rain. Our rain forecast has not looked this good in a very, very long time. So I'm excited about the opportunity for some scattered showers, numerous expected. So we're going to see some good rain chances here over the next couple of days and even some warmer temperatures as we head through the rest of the week.
I'm Melissa Trevino, your neighborhood news reporter in Alice. In 2023, I introduce you to a group of coyotes who started the esports program. Now they are champions with 3 state titles and 1 national championship.
Esports, simply put, is electronic gaming where students compete with other schools online. Alice ISD student Jason Santos describes it as
a place of wonders. You can take the games that you play as your childhood, such as Fortnite, Apex, Valorant, and you can make it into the challenge.
The 8th grader joined his friends on the gaming console 2 years ago. He says these programs aren't just about skill.
It takes commitment, teamwork, and making sure that you're on the right path to go to state. And it takes keeping up your grades.
Santos says he's a natural-born leader, something that comes in handy when helping teammates like Joe Owen Griggs and Sean Ramirez. I introduced you to Griggs in 2023. He was one of the students on the pilots program. Back then, he said,
for me, like, it exercises my mind and my fingers, and like, I'm mostly like, I like it because I'm like quiet and all the time, and I'm more focused.
Now he says,
esports, everything's changed.
Esports still exercises his mind and tunes his motor skills, but it's also about teamwork.
Without teamwork, we're messy. It's best that we're a team and we can go against the other team together, and if someone is hurt, they're nearby us, and we're able to actually help them.
Sean Ramirez is one of the newest esports athletes. The 8th grader says,
I've always had a passion for playing games, and it was a fun thing to do after school.
What he hopes to get from his passion?
Leadership, communication, and advice.
The esports sponsor says the biggest things these athletes learn is actually discipline.
These boys say there's no telling what the future of esports will be, but for them, growth and confidence are all attributed to this program. Covering your neighborhood news in Alice, I'm Melissa Trevino, Chris 6 News.
Melissa, thanks for that report. U.S. government mailing it in on funding the post office? Stick around for more on protests against privatizing the USPS.
You're watching Chris 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
Welcome back. Through rain, through sleet, through snow and hail. For decades, the United States Post Office has been something you can count on. But recent talks of privatizing the USPS could put that in jeopardy. So Scripps News Group's Alex Miller stamps his claim on this story.
Not for sale. Postal workers around the country angered by potential major changes coming to the U.S. Postal Service. U.S. Postmaster General Louis DeJoy writing to Congress earlier this month on efforts to fix what he called a broken business model. DeJoy committing to working with Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency to cut 10,000 jobs and billions of dollars from the Postal Service budget. The agency lost more than $9 billion last year and has long been criticized by President Trump, who's floated privatizing it.
There is talk about the Postal Service being taken private. You do know that. Not the worst idea I've ever heard.
Postal carriers like Ashley Brown in Nashville worry about what changes could mean for their job.
I need this job to support for my family.
And there are concerns about what cuts could mean for millions of Americans who rely on the Postal Service.
We deliver to rural Tennessee, and we want to make sure that we deliver their mail to them, their medicine, and essential packages.
The National Association of Letter Carriers says it delivers to more than 51 million rural households and businesses. These communities could be impacted first, according to finance professor Jesus Salas.
Rural communities are going to lose some because they will lose access to some of their USPS locations. You know, maybe they get delivery every day right now. Maybe they would get delivery every 2 days.
For now, postal workers delivering a message. They won't put their stamp of approval on major changes. Alex Miller, Scripps News Group, New York.
All right, $48,000 surprise. Stick around as we introduce you to the Ingleside senior who's getting a nice head start on his college education. $48,000. That's how much a local student was awarded for helping his community. His name, Cesar Rodriguez Garibay, a senior at Ingleside High School, received the Impact Scholarship from the University of Texas at Austin. It was a welcome surprise for the young man.
No idea this was coming till I saw them walk into the school. I was just so confused as to what was going on. So I'm very surprised. Well, definitely want to make it a better place. Obviously, I want to volunteer a lot over there, contribute to everything I can as much as I can.
Well, Sassad is one of the 2 students in the Coastal Bend that were awarded this scholarship. He plans to study business in the prestigious Macomb School at UT. All right. So, always great to see Stephanie Lauber. We work together maybe, like once a year because of schedules.
Occasion.
Anyway, so we got our fingers crossed that we're going to get some rain.
Yeah, that's why I'm here, so we can jinx it into actually raining, right? So this is what we got going on. Best estimate over the next 7 days, most of the rain will be up into the Victoria Cross Road. It looks, according to the Weather Prediction Center, but we're looking at something, and something always counts, right? So another look at the 7-day forecast shows Thursday is looking to be the wettest day this week.
Good stuff. We're back at 6.